I like your sweater. Oh, you look so handsome in your sweater. Who do you remind me of? Oh, I know. You kind of look like Andy Williams. Do you know who Andy Williams is? Look how handsome you are. What do you want to do today? You want to show off your fancy Halloween sweater?
I think that you're in over your head. Now I'm done talking. This time I might go out with my friends. And I don't want your sad blue eyes. You know everything about me. Like I need my territory. So why are you still so needy? You're in over your head. My phone is ringing, always at a bad time. Every time you flash your name, always leaving, then you got me chasing you like I'm the one to blame. Oh, I think you're so rude, don't wanna fight you, but you don't ever take a break, 'cause you love drama, forget the karma, no, you don't ever take a break. It's always about you, always about you. Oh, I don't wanna fight you, but now you're so rude, 'cause you love drama.
Hey everybody, thank you so much for coming back and seeing me and Desi today. I hope you had a good week. This is such an amazing time, isn't it, when summer is winding down and fall is arriving. And when I talk to people, most of them say to me that fall is their very favorite season. How about you? Well, I had a good week and I was at a thrift store. In fact, I went to 3 thrift stores to just to get some fall decorations. I didn't want too much. I just wanted a little, and mostly, well, for me and my grandkids. And Desi, he likes a pumpkin or two, but I wanted to share with you some of my decorations for fall that I got at the thrift store that are kind of fun. But at the thrift store, there was a book of lists, and inside the book, they had 20 power thoughts for every woman for happiness, peace, and success. And I thought, okay, do I believe there are power thoughts? Well, maybe. And I thought, that's what I want to do today. I want to go through the 20 thoughts that they say every successful, powerful woman thinks every single day. Hi, Desi. How you doing? You got your Halloween sweater on? Oh, you look so handsome. Look at this. Wow, you got an orange turtleneck on? Boy, does that look nice. All right, I'll be right back. I'm going to have to make a run to the store today and get some pumpkins for my porch. I did a lot of cutting today. I got about 25 hydrangeas, and what I'm going to do is take them inside and I'm going to pound the stems, and then I'm going to put them in hot water, and that's going to give me a very, very pretty bouquet for a couple weeks, and then they're going to dry out to perfection. So I'm really happy to do that. If you build a dream, the dream will build you. I think about that every single day. That having hope, having a dream, having a goal, it fills you up with a sense of purpose. And when you have this sense of purpose, it transforms you. If you're running a race and you don't know where the finish line is, you just keep running. But if you have a dream, if you know where your finish line is, you have something to run to. You have something to hope for. You can visualize it. When you have a dream, it's everything. It's like the movie Field of Dreams. If you build it, they will come. And not only they will come, but you will arrive. You will arrive to a place where you feel that your life has made a difference to others, to yourself, to your family. If you build a dream, that dream will build you. It will fill you with confidence. It will fill you with a sense of pride that you didn't even know existed. Curiosity leads to creativity. And yeah, I have thought that. I have believed that. I have also thought that this need to communicate, to feel like we're part of something, leads to creativity, a way to communicate. And so I think sometimes loneliness can stem from a lack of knowing how to tell other people what we want, what we need, or how we feel. And so when we are creative, we can express how we feel through a painting, through a poem, through a phone call. I like a lot of different wreaths for fall, but my very favorite wreath for fall is one that is just apples. I just think it's so romantic. I think this is one of my very favorite thrift store finds from years ago. I have never seen another one like it. I just think it's adorable. It's a cold and rainy fall day, and I am just starting to decorate. I went to the thrift stores this week, and I got some really fun decorations for my house. Those candles up there on my mantle, I've never actually had flameless candles with a remote, so those are really a lot of fun. I'm having a really good time this fall. I'm having a lot of fun. I just started decorating for fall. We can't ever make an irreversible decision when we're depressed or upset or down. We have to make sure that a decision that can't be undone has to be done when we are in good shape. So we can say to ourselves, yes, I want to change and I want to shake things up, but perhaps before I decide on this new job or this new man or this new city, I want to make sure that this decision is coming from a good, healthy place. Now, sometimes that's not always possible. There are times in our life where we run for our lives. We have to make a quick decision. And that's when our faith comes in, right? We pray that we're going to do the right thing. But 99% of the time, when we have an irreversible decision that we have to make, we can be patient. One of the biggest differences in my life between now and when I was young was I based my decisions on my emotion at the time. I never realized that emotions were transitory things. Emotions were of the moment, but you had to look at the totality of how you really felt towards a person, towards a situation, towards a home, that you cannot go through life making decisions on emotion. There has to be certainly some emotion, but basically logic coming from a good, healthy, happy place. Very successful, happy people always have this thought, they say, share the credit. They never believe anything that they have ever done that they're proud of. Well, they never believe they did it all on their own. They say one of the biggest power thoughts we can have is, I am so proud that I accomplished this, and this is how I did it, and these are the people who helped me. I would not be where I am today if it wasn't for these wonderful people that helped me get to where I needed to be. And maybe it isn't people, maybe it's one person, maybe it's a dog. Who said that?
What are you doing?
I need to do that more. I need to, well, the things that I'm really proud of, I do want to share the credit. I never really thought about that before like I should. And the more I think about that, it seems like the happier I am and the more loved I feel. That there were so many good, important people in my life that helped me in one way or another. And sometimes somebody can help you and they don't even know they're helping you. It can be the simplest, tiniest thing. It's a Wonderful Life, that movie where he tracks his life and he feels like his life had no meaning. But then he goes back and he looks deeper and he realizes how many lives that he touched. We can look at it from both sides. Share the credit and also take a little credit for maybe things that you helped other people do. That's a beautiful thing. No more excuses. If I don't begin, I will never succeed. I have to begin. I can't put it off. I will not get what I want unless I begin to make it all happen. You know, I watched this with my mom. My mom wanted to do so many things in her life. I was 10 years old and she was 40. And sometimes she'd just stare out the window and she'd cry and she'd listen to music. And she'd say to me, I had so many dreams and none of them came true. And I asked her once, Mom, you love to sing. Why did you give that up? Why don't you just start singing again in the clubs? And she said, well, I'd have to lose some weight and I'd have to buy some expensive dresses. She named every excuse she could think of. But then finally she took me by the shoulders and she said, I'll tell you why I don't begin. Because if I fail, I won't be able to take it. I'm too weak. It'll hurt too much. My dreams are comforting to me. But if I actually begin and try to make them come true, and then they don't come true, what will be left of me? Our dreams can't ever come true if we don't begin, if we don't put those things in motion. And yes, we will fail, and that's okay, because then we just start again. But knowing that we can't even be brave enough to begin, that's no good. The crime in life isn't that we fail. The crime in life is that we weren't brave enough to begin.
What I like to do is break that stem and then put the hydrangeas in some hot water. And then they'll sort of open up and look brand new in the middle of summer again for a little while before you dry them out for winter. Okay. Going to get bigger and better for the next 2 weeks before they start drying out. But I think it turned out so nice. Some of the happiest times I have during the week is when I sit down on Saturday night or Sunday morning and I read your comments. And I do know that there's so many of you out there that are going through so much right now. You're going through so many changes. And some of you are dealing with the loss of a spouse, and that is so difficult. And you're not only dealing with that, you're dealing with moving. A lot of you are dealing with issues that come up when you live alone. And a lot of you you found my channel, you found me and Desi because you wanted to know what a woman our age, what life is like when we live alone. How are we doing? How are we coping? Is everything fine? Can we ever be happy again? If there's nobody there when we go to bed at night, if there's nobody there when we get up in the morning, can we still be happy? And yes, of course we can. The last thing that I read on the list of power thoughts was never be consumed by what we've lost. Never think about what we've lost. Always be grateful for what we have. And go one step further, be grateful for what we had. So we look at our life as a series of abundance and not deprivation. When grief is new, when separation is new, when change is new, when our life blows up, it's so easy to look back and feel, well, we feel sorry for ourselves. And sometimes, in some cases, it's warranted. It helps us heal when we nurture ourselves. But there comes a time where we get up and we move on and we can embrace what we have and be grateful for what we have and have dreams for the future of perhaps just a little bit more. But it's not always easy, is it? Being grateful for what we have. Some of the most unhappy people I have ever met in my life are people that just cannot let go when someone did them wrong. I have a friend who is still bitching about his friend who stole his coat in college 50 years ago. 50 years ago, and he's still mad at that person for stealing his coat. Okay, I do a lot of things wrong in my life, but if there's one thing that I do in my life every day that I am truly grateful for is that I never feel anybody did me wrong or that I ended up in life having all these problems because of what somebody did or circumstances that I couldn't control. I just let it go. I just had to let it go for my very survival, because if I couldn't let it go, then that situation or that person would have control over me. But none of that has control over me. I take responsibility. I take responsibility for my life. I'm grateful for what I have. I'm grateful for my dreams. I'm grateful for all those amazing experiences that I had in life and that I'm going to have in life. But that doesn't take away from what you're going through right now. But I just have to say that if you're grieving right now, or if you're frightened because your whole life is blowing up, you have to leave your home or you have to leave your apartment after so many years of life being the same, it will get better. It truly will get better. And there are perhaps, maybe not power thoughts, but there are thoughts that can carry you through, that will comfort you, that will nurture you. Reach out to the people that love you. Yeah. But one thing I know for sure is you're strong and you're brave. If you've made it this long in life, you're tough. And you got this. My little granddaughter is so precious, and every time she comes to visit me, we sit in the sunroom and she'll look up at the sky and we'll watch the sun go down together. And she'll always say, "Goodbye, Mr. Sun. Please come back tomorrow." And now she says it every single night. I think there's something so beautiful about that even at that tender young age of 4, she feels so connected to the earth, to the sky, to the moon, and to Mr. Sun. Everybody, thank you so much for hanging out with us today. I loved every second of it. I always do. If you get a chance down below, could you maybe share something that maybe you think of every day that helps you lead a happier, calmer life? I think we could all use a little advice right now. Please have yourself a wonderful, happy, safe, brand new week. And when you're done with your week, you come back and see me and Desi, okay? All right, it's a deal. We'll be here. What are you guys doing? You guys are insane. Oh my gosh, look at you, you little lard asses up there. You are the fattest squirrels I've ever seen.